one decent number. And if you're looking for relief, try something furry. Our guest is Chris Markowski, Watchdog on Wallstreet.com, former Wall Street trader, now a national radio host. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
Thanks for coming in. There is news today that the economy is in decline in the past 3 months, could be the biggest quarterly economic dive since 1982. The Bush administration is going ahead with the auto bailout. President-elect Obama plans a huge stimulus package. So is that the way to stop the slide? Were you for the auto bailout, by the way?
I was not for the auto bailout at all, simply because it's just basically postponing reality. And the reality is that they do not have a business model that's going to work. It doesn't have a business model that's going to function. Unless they completely redo their union contracts, get rid of a lot of the debt, we're going to be back to square one in a couple months.
Yeah, but millions out of work. And Chip, I don't know, would you buy a car from a company that's bankrupt? I mean, that's always the question.
That's the question right now. And the answer is no, actually, at this point. Although, I mean, every company is losing money, you know,
right.
Along with the auto bailout, which I think was a problem. St. Pete Times this morning had a good article on banks are not saying where the money they got, the billions and billions of dollars. There's no line of accounting there.
Well, there's a difference between the two. The difference was the government investing in the banks. That's what they did. They didn't go out and buy up the bad assets. They actually invested in the banks. It's almost become hedge fund USA. However, with the automakers, a Chapter 11 bankruptcy doesn't mean that the factory shut down, they stop making Cadillacs tomorrow. It allows them to go about restructuring their debt and doing the things necessary so they can become a viable enterprise. The investment into the banks several months ago was actually a good thing to stave off, you know, complete collapse.
But still a business that didn't have a sound business plan from what you can, you know, ascertain out of it,
What about the $850 billion stimulus that President Obama is proposing when he comes into office? Is everybody waiting on that or what?
Well, I think a lot of people are waiting on that to see where the money is going to go. But I was thinking about it the other day. I said, I'm going to do my own Markowski family stimulus package. Every single time my kid colors me a picture, I'm going to give him a check. Every single time my wife gives me a kiss, I'll give her a check. It's going to stimulate all sorts of economic activity in my house.
And everything else.
Yeah, so.
Well, I tell you, we got to talk about the stores. You've been shopping lately, more and more stores slashing prices. We got, what, 50 and 75% discounts, and stores staying open from now, nonstop until Christmas, some stores, all day and all night. What are they trying to do here?
Unload as much inventory as they possibly can. Numbers actually came out today as well. They weren't as bad as far as, I mean, the decline for the month-over-month versus last year was down 1%. Now, taking into consideration all the extra, we're all going to hell in a handbasket, you know, rhetoric we're getting, it's not that bad. But the businesses, they want to get rid of as much stuff as they can, and that's great for us consumers because they're really marking down stuff.
Let me ask you this, because, I mean, besides the stores, you know, you hear doom and gloom of every business. Restaurants are supposedly struggling. Every time I go out to eat, it's packed and there's a waiting line. Come on, right or not?
Yeah, no, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I think it's a part of the news. A huge part of our economy is confidence, and we're almost it's paralysis by analysis right now. And I really think that the inauguration of the new president coming in is definitely going to change the mood of the country as a whole. It's almost like saying there's no sharks at the beach anymore, we can go swimming again.
It's the psyche, and he's enjoying such high numbers right now. Everybody is anticipating, you know, his inauguration, and maybe this psyche change when that happens, just like you said.
I think it's going to help. I really do. I think coming into next year, I think it's going to help a lot. Like I said, the psychology, the whole thing, it really does matter.
Okay, I want to thank you for joining us, Watchdog on Wallstreet.com. Be sure to log on to that. Thanks for coming in tonight, and